Well, hello and welcome back to another unboxing. This is a unboxing of the MPC Tydirium Shuttle, which I've been looking for a while to do some type of build of it, and I found this kit just browsing through eBay at a decent price. Looked at a few and found this one at a nice price. So should be a nice build, maybe do some little bit of lighting in it, but mostly a straightforward build. So let's go over to the bench and take a look. Well, hello and welcome back to another unboxing. Here's something cool that I found on eBay. Something I wanted for quite some time. I'd love to have a studio scale size one of these. And even thought of taking a Hasbro one, and because that's a nice size, and making it a studio scale by doing some scratch building and adding more detail and lights to it and stuff like that. Like I did with the Pose black and red X-Wing. But they are very expensive for that. You can almost, if there was a resin kit out there that was extremely high detailed, taken from the original molds, it's getting in that price range for a Hasbro toy. So I was like, nah, you know, even ones that missing parts and missing the window and missing all kinds of things, and they still want, way too much for it. Way too much. So, I didn't even think about looking at seeing what they had for a model. And, of course, MPC did one back in the day for the series they did, which I have for this series. This is the Return of the Jedi. I do have the TIE Interceptor in here. That's part of the series, which I'll do an unboxing of this guy as well. I don't believe I've done one for him yet. And I have an advanced one. I want to do one, and a regular Bandai TIE Fighter. But yeah, this is great. I was so happy to find one of these, and at a really good price too. Of course, she's been open, but all the parts are there. The seller assured me that all the parts were there, and they are. We'll do simple lighting. We'll do those two lights down there. They're kind of like spotlights, landing lights. I see something. Nah, it's just a brightness in the painting. The thing about this window is it's always been black in the movie or whatever, so it's like, what can you do really interior-wise? But what I'm thinking is making it comes with a clear part, which you'll see. Now let's dig in here. But the other thing I might do is these flashing lights. I'm definitely going to do those. They all flash at the same time. And you got to make it so the wings can still go up and down. That's probably most of what's going to be lit. But let's get in here. This is an older kit. Let's see what's it say. I mean, on the sides it's just a description and some shots from the movie, and here it talks about how the folding wings, extending. It does have an extending ramp. It has a Darth Vader figure, display stand. This is from, let's see if we can find a 1983, 92 Lucasfilm. So I'm going to say it's probably not more in the 92 for the kit. The licensing, but yeah, here's the old school MPC manual. Now you see, you do have an actual cockpit. You actually do have a cockpit that you can see, and they have it's a clear glass. And you got the guns there, which I think those should still spin. You got the ramp that slides in and out, which that's going to be interesting. I'm going to have this one in flight mode, so it's going to be up anyway, so we probably won't ever use the Darth Vader figure. There's where you can see the ramp comes out. But it's supposed to be able to go up and lock itself in. So we'll see. And you can have Darth Vader chilling out up there. One of the two pilots and co-pilot are there. are going to be interesting. I might have to do the old like plastic, you know, and then maybe how I finish that in the back, I don't know. Maybe do a semi-gloss to make it look different than the hull, like it is a kind of a screen or something. I don't know. That's going to be the difficult part, to make it look good, non-glowing, but then when it turns on, it's really going to look cool. But what do we do with that? Do we make it a blue? Do I paint it like a light blue too from the outside? Or I'm thinking about just probably leaving it the hull color and maybe putting a semi-gloss on that to kind of give it a differential, like it's an engine part. Because if this piece is more of the hull color, it'll really glow enough to look like engines, and I'll just have to light block all this really well. And that plastic glows through. You can't see it in the camera because it's way up high, but yeah, that plastic glows through good. If I put some blue LEDs back here, I think boom. And we'll just, I'll mask most of it for the painting, and then do a quick spray, a light, just to give it that color, but not enough to block out the lighting. But good detail on it. Grills look, that's really deep. That detail. The ramp there, that's part of the stand, I believe. This is probably the bottom of the ship. This is probably landing gear. There's your cockpit area. The seats go there. And what I'm thinking is, if I do the glass like a stained glass, I gotta see how I can do that. Look at there's great detail in there for an old MPC kit. How accurate all this is, I'm not sure. I'll have to look at what I can get from the book of Sculpting the Galaxy from Lauren Peterson. There's got to be a couple pictures of the actual shuttle. These are the wings, and it's a nice size, so she's going to be a nice size kit. If you think those things are going to be hanging off that, she's going to be a nice size kit, so I'm really happy. Actually, probably a good size, because it won't take up terribly a lot. But yeah, there's the wings. There's the other set. Got your guns there. The ones that spin. That's cool. And here's your dorsal wing. And there's the other half. There's the, yep. So that shows you she's pretty big. So that's great. I am very happy. Landing gear, I'm assuming. Yeah, there's the two stands and the feet that it goes into. That's probably the door for where the ramp goes up. There's something that goes in there, which I think is just a plain old square. And this is part of the stand. Here's the clear part of the stand, which then this goes down on, and then it's supposed to be a part of that. Something like that. But yeah, we'll use this. We can do different colors here and do that different. Now, will I use this? That's the thing. Probably not. Probably gonna go. I'll use all that, and then we'll put a brass pole up to give it more stability, because she is a big ship. And then that way I can run wires up all nice and neat. And I think a round pole looks so much better going up through there. A nice brass, but that's great. That's a nice enough bottom. Well, what I'm thinking, again, I keep getting off the subject, is this windshield, and it's scratchy too. Wow, yeah, from being in here floating free. Let's see if we can polish that out. Yeah, because it's on, of course, the outer side. There's some flanges on it. Yeah, so I'll see if I can polish that out. But then on the inside, what I was thinking about is hitting it with a real thin, or maybe I just do a real light and real thin black. And try to do it as even and as thin as possible. So when no lights are on from the outside, it'll look black like it does in all the shots in the movie, which this is pretty much a screen shot in a sense, I think. They might have moved this from a different, but pretty much so. And you see how that's extremely black, like even in those shots there in the, I don't know if that's if that's a movie shot when it was down on the landing pad on Endor. But even there flying, those windows were always tinted black. But it would be kind of neat, instead of just doing them black and leaving it shiny on the outside so it kind of looks like glass, to tint it so I could put some lighting in this. You know, maybe there's no real buttons or dials on this whole thing, but up here I probably could put a couple, whether I drill a couple fiber optics or just drill holes, and I think that might be the way to go. And then even if it's just an interior light that I glue to the, because none of that's going to be really being able to open. Where's the, there it is, that I glue here somewhere, because they don't have this to be open. It's going to be glued shut. Or I could even have something shining this way at them. But where is the interior? Oh, it's, of course. So that's going to sit like kind of right there. And then the back wall is going to be right there. And where's the back wall? Is that the back wall tour? It might be. One of them is. I think it's this one. Yeah, I could always hide two little lights, because I think the back wall hits there or there. I don't know. It'd be better to look into instructions. But we'll figure all this out when we do it. Okay, it is that piece. Yeah, and it goes right up to there. So we don't have a whole lot of room. Because I'm wondering, if I was judging of these bumps, does that wall rest there? Or does it rest on the outside here? And I would think it would rest here to hide this. So really all I have is like here. So maybe we'll try to shoot some lighting. I don't know if we can get it from the nose because that's going to be hidden. Might have to shoot like a light somehow. I'd like to get a little light on the guys. So that's going to be the difficult part. I'll have to see how these pieces fit. If I can sneak one, you know, one there and one there to kind of give a little. I can even try to tilt them when, you know, or something. Or do I get them up on the back wall? That could be too. And we found out that it's not that piece, it's actually this piece. Could I get them up on here? You know, somewhere. Yeah, it's got to go like that. I got room to sneak some in there and have them pointing down. And I'll see how they look too before I completely. But that's my idea, is getting, even if it's just some ambient light in there. But if I can get some stuff going on these, even if I do a light that's hidden in here and shines on this back front nose, I could get a couple of lights there to go, a couple over here to go. Not much room here. I'd have to run a fiber optics to get those to go, but I don't even know how much you'd see it. But great kit, looking forward to building it. Very happy I found one of these at a decent price. Somewhere, I got this one at a really good price, to be honest, because of it being all out of the, but all parts are here. Everything is counted for. So, just like the, let's keep you guys. Just like the buyer said, everything is accounted for. It's just not in the bags anymore. some stuff did fall off. It's free floating. But yeah, I'm very happy with this kit. So I hope you come back when we get to the actual building of it. It's going to be a fun build. Weather this. I built one of these a long time ago for a friend, but it's going to be some good weathering, simple ship, simple lighting. Like I said, I might just stick with just doing ambient lighting because you really won't see, depending on how we can get that tint going. But until we start this build series, I hope you come back, and thanks for watching.